Dorothy, what are you doing to your daughter?
What? What did I do to my daughter, Leah?
Don't play dumb with me. Tracy told me you hit her hard while you were shopping. And you made her take off her jacket right then and there. What were you thinking?
Oh, that one. Why do you have to say that? It doesn't matter. There's a saying, one is better than another. That's why we educate our children. It's discipline. I told her not to do it, but she wouldn't listen to me because she wanted sweets. I had to discipline her.
That's the same as abuse. Don't you feel sorry for her?
I don't feel sorry for her. I was abused a lot when I was little. And yet, I've grown up to be a fine woman. That's proof that this upbringing is right, isn't it?
Whoever sees it wouldn't look at it like you're doing the right upbringing to her, you know? It looks to me like a spoiled mom just trying to raise her kid.
I beg your pardon? Come on, Leah. You're always accusing me of something. What is it? Are you harassing me?
What? What do you mean harassing you? This is not my intention at all.
No, you're accusing me of something. The other day when I was in a cafe with my daughter, you were accusing me of something.
That was because you didn't order anything for your daughter. You ordered coffee and cake, just for yourself.
There's water there. Why don't you just drink it? Why should I spend money on my daughter?
You've got to be kidding me. Does your husband knew that your daughter is being treated like that?
I don't think he knows. He's too busy with his work to care about his family.
So that means that we, as a mom friend, we should protect her.
What do you mean protect her? You sound like you think you're a superhero or something, huh? Nothing good will come out from mistakenly thinking like that, you know?
We're not heroes, but I know you're certainly not giving justice to your daughter.
I don't know what you're talking about. But anyway, I'm supposed to go on a trip. I'm looking for a place for her to stay. It's a coincidence that you contacted me. You can keep her.
What? Don't say that all of a sudden. I can't take care of her.
Don't say that. Oh, by the way, she has the flu, so be careful not to catch it.
Wait, don't blame her for whatever happens. You stupid. Later.
My daughter is in front of the apartment. She has a high fever, so get her inside as soon as possible. Let me know when she is fully recovered from the flu. Well, I'm off to enjoy my trip now.
I'm at my parents' home right now.
What?
I told you, right? Are you really that stupid? Leaving your daughter alone and go on a trip without permission?
Wait a minute. Why did you go home without saying anything? Without my permission?
Why should I ask for your permission for me to go back to my house?
Because I asked you to take care of my daughter. I told you in advance. And now you're going back to your parents' house without permission. It doesn't make any sense.
But I've planned to go to my parents' house for about 3 months already. You only contacted me last week, right? Suddenly, asking someone for favor was you.
Shut up. You normally think that taking care of a sick child is a higher priority than going home to your parents' house, right? Anyway, you need to get back here from your parents' house right now.
I can't. It's a 4-hour drive each way. Even if I go home now, I'll be late.
You've got to be kidding me. If anything happens to my daughter, I won't forgive you.
Oh, you're thinking about your daughter, aren't you? I know you're thinking about her. I thought you didn't care about her at all.
What are you talking about? She has the flu. If we don't take care of her, it could be life-threatening. If something critical happens, Child's Welfare Ministry will come and suspect abuse.
Huh?
If that happens, it'll be a hassle. They'll ask me deep-rooted questions. I don't want that. I want you to take care of her and take responsibility.
Wait a minute, you're not worried about your daughter. You're worried whether the child welfare will come?
Of course I am. They're a pain in the ass.
I can't believe this. You don't care about your daughter at all.
Oh, shut up. I don't care about any of that. Just get ready and go home.
It's a good thing I've got a contingency plan. I made sure I have insurance.
What? Insurance? What the hell are you talking about?
Even I knew this will happen. I didn't go back to my parents' house without thinking the worst might happen. I would never do such a cruel thing. I made sure I had insurance in case it came.
What the hell is that insurance? Come on, tell me.
My insurance is your husband.
What?
I was wondering if he knew about this, so I asked around about his contact information. It just so happened that Tracy has his contact information. So Tracy gave it to me, so I contacted your husband. Sure enough, he didn't know anything about your daughter.
Well, that's true, but, I mean...
What? Why are you so upset? Is something wrong?
No, it's not that. It's just, I didn't think he'll pick up our daughter or.
Of course he's picking up your daughter. When he found out you left her outside, he left work in a panic and drove off.
I knew it. What the hell are you doing? How dare you use someone else's husband as an excuse?
This is what happens when you do the wrong thing. That's why you're in this mess. But my question is, who the hell are you traveling with?
Well,
I thought you were traveling with your husband, so when I called your husband, I thought he'd bring you with him. But he was at work all this time. So then, who are you traveling with?
what are you talking about? Of course I'm traveling alone. Don't ask me such a question.
If you were traveling alone, wouldn't it be natural for you to tell your husband?
Well, that's true, but,
Just tell me the truth, you. You're on a vacation with your lover, aren't you?
Hey, wait! Why are you bringing this up all of a sudden?
Actually, it's a secret rumor among mom friends. Recently, Dorothy has been going out with an unknown guy.
What? Really? There are rumors about it already?
With the power of well-informed Miss Tracy, I can get a rumor like that in a jiffy. You're traveling with that guy, aren't you? Fess up.
I can't fess up. If I did, I know what you're gonna do. I'd bet you'd call me husband right away anyway.
Whether if I will or not depends on your attitude from now on. And if you're not denying that man's existence, that's an affirmation.
No, there's no one. No man would go out with me. There's no such thing.
It's too late to deny it now. They know you've been up to no good.
Why do you say that? I mean, it's not like I'm doing anything wrong. I'm just going on a trip.
Traveling with an affair partner. Moreover, when your daughter has the flu and leaving her outside, what would your husband's reaction be if he found out? How would he react?
Hey, are you threatening me? Stop it. Do you enjoy threatening people like that? That's terrible.
You're the one who's terrible, cheating on your husband and having an affair. What's more unforgivable is that you neglected your daughter? Such a small child, and leave her in such a sick state? I really can't believe it.
Well, if that's the case, you should have taken care of her, right? You shouldn't have gone home to your parents.
What are you talking about? I'm not a daycare center. I'm in no obligation to take care of someone else's daughter at the expense of my own schedule.
Well, that may be true, but if my husband found out about this relationship, I might get a divorce, right? What are you going to do about it?
What goes around comes around is all that I can say to you. You cheated on your husband and had a relationship with someone else. I bet the alimony will be several million yen.
Millions? You've got to be kidding me. There's no way I can pay that kind of money.
Don't tell me you can't afford it. You'll have to ask your husband to do something about it. I guess you'll just have to beg him, won't you?
Why are you being so... You're so calm. Why don't you consider my feelings a little?
Considering your feelings, I don't have that in me. If anything, I feel sorry for. It's your husband and daughter, them living with a woman like you.
Is what to feel sorry for? I'm just a mother. I want to live as a woman too. And then to be treated like this? Don't you think it's too unreasonable?
I don't think so. You deserved everything. More than that, I pity your husband who has to lawyer up and think about the future.
You keep taking his side. Why? We're just friends, right? Mom friends. You're supposed to take my side.
I don't want to take your side. I don't want to take your side at all. You always bother people. You've been acting selfishly. Who would want to take your side?
How can you say such a terrible thing? I'm the victim in this case. Don't whip the victim.
The victim here is your daughter and your husband. You're the one who had an affair secretly. You're the worst offender.
That's not true. I mean, is having an affair that bad? Loving one person for the rest of your life? It's just hard for me. You see, I'm very popular and all kinds of men come to me. I can't help it.
Yeah, right. You can stay in your little flower garden while you're escaping from reality. Reality is steadily approaching, though.
Why are you talking like that? Come on, let me be a woman for a little while longer.
Whether you want to be that woman is your personal choice. I think it's fine, but now that you've acted on it, you should have some degree of awareness, and should have been prepared for that. Well, I'm sure that it won't make a bit of difference to you.
Why are you so cold? We're supposed to be friends. We're mom friends. Aren't we supposed to get along?
For that record, let me tell you this. I don't consider you a friend of mine. You've caused me a lot of trouble in the past. You've done terrible things to other moms. I don't think there's anyone in our group who would recognize you as a friend.
Oh no! Why do you have to go that length to say that? Anyway, just don't call my husband. I don't care that he went to pick up her daughter. But don't tell him I'm on an affair. Keep it a secret.
Oh, I'm sorry. I already called your husband that you're enjoying your secret affair trip.
What the hell are you doing?
He asked me what Dorothy was doing, so I told him. Well, from here on, you're gonna regret it for the rest of your life.
No! How could you let this happen? I didn't do anything wrong.
And then, her husband apparently got so mad at her, and she came back from the uninterrupted trip with the affair partner. Her husband filed for alimony with the affair partner and got almost 5 million yen. Dorothy's affair partner says he shouldn't have had this affair, then left her. Dorothy was also divorced. She had no one to rely on. She returned to her parents' house in the countryside. The daughter has recovered from the flu. She is now living with her father. Thanks to Dorothy's absence, we can now enjoy our mom's gathering in peace. Next story. To get out of the condo, a bad mom who targeted the kid. Get the hell out of this condo. Huh? I said get out of this condo. I'm telling you. Oh, is an eviction order next? Iris, don't you have anything else to do? What are you talking about? How could I be free? I went out of my way to make time for you. I'm not giving you advice. I'm using my valuable time. You should be grateful. Huh? You don't need to worry about me. That's what I'm trying to do to make it okay. I'm telling you to get out of here. You don't deserve to live here. Why not? Even if you don't like me, why don't you just ignore me? Besides, I passed the inspection when I moved in, and I'm paying my rent. That's what's wrong with you. You're a single mother. You can't afford to live in such a nice apartment. Well, is that the only reason? Are you harassing me just because of that? Since I moved here, you've been talking behind my back with my mom friends, and you've been harassing my children too. I know that, you know. I'm not hurting with what you're saying or do, but please stop doing it to my children. My kids are pretty involved. You're harassing my children. You should be ashamed of yourself. So what? It's your fault, right? You're a single mom, but living in a nice place. And you have a job too, don't you? Yeah, I'm working. What's wrong with that? Oh, I get it. You must have a patron. Because a single mom, you can't possibly get a job. How did you come to that conclusion? Aren't you ashamed of yourself and your children? Because you live here, you need a patron like that. I'm sure you got your job from one of those patrons also. I'm sure he introduced you to it or something. Living like you'll be stabbed in your back. Don't you feel anything? Get out of here and live in a cheap apartment. Leave your patrons and live a life of modesty. Like the usual single mother. Live a simple life. Patron? I don't have any patron. I'm working properly. Stop making accusations like that. If you don't stop this, I will get out. What? Defy me. My husband is the boss. Can't you see how important he is? Huh? So what if your husband is a CEO? Are you mocking the CEO? No, he is the CEO. I'm not making fun of him. Without the CEO, the company wouldn't exist. The CEO is the most important person in society. I'm the wife of the CEO who's taking my time to teach you. Now, get out of here. Again, it's true that the boss is a great man, but he's not the only important person. Everyone in the company is equally important. No, I'm saying that the level of importance is different. Okay, you're not surrounded by CEOs when the existence is above the clouds. You don't know what it's like. Being the CEO is a big deal, and I'm the one supporting him. I'm the one who supports him so that he can give his 100%. I'm his key person. It's no exaggeration. Huh? CEO, what kind of things do you do to support him? Being a chairman is very tiring, so that he can always heal. I try to stay beautiful. What? Men, just seeing a beautiful woman at home, just looking at my face is enough to heal him. That's why I have to make an effort to stay beautiful. Oh, I see. It's not about cooking or making lots of delicious food. Cooking? My husband would get too rough if I did that. Besides, he's a chairman. I have a housekeeper to do all the housework. Isn't that obvious? I'm the one who keeps the place spotless and wait for my husband to come home. That's why. That's why every time I look at you, I get stressed and annoyed. So I'm telling you to get out. Stress is not good for my beauty. Get out of here, honestly. I don't want to. I'm not leaving. If you're talking about stress, I'm stressed out too. Every time you do something to me, I get stressed. For both of our sakes, leave me alone and don't harass my children. Please stop it. I don't know anything about that. A few days later. What was that? It was Iris's fault, isn't it? What? What did I do? I told you to leave us alone already, especially the kids. Why did you do that? Oh, you didn't listen to me, so why should I do what you say? And I didn't do anything, okay? Don't be ridiculous. Iris's kids was picking on my kid. I thought it was just a kid thing, but now they're telling me that they did it on Iris's orders. Iris, you told him to do it. Do you really think it's okay to let your kids do this? Oh, shut up already. I didn't tell them what to do. It's just a cute little prank by a kid. It happens all the time. What do you mean it happens all the time? It's a child's mischief. It's none of your business. I don't know anything about it. You're the one who triggered it. You're the parent, Iris. Why do you let him do this? Do you think it's okay? It's not good for the child's education. I've told you many times, it's your own fault. If you had just left, none of this would have happened. So it's your fault. Oh my, why should we leave? We pay our rent and we live here, unlike you, Iris. I didn't do anything wrong. I said I didn't do anything either. Don't make me look like a bad person. Besides, I pay rent. I live here, so it's natural. Don't tell me what everyone else is doing. No, you're actually talking about something that doesn't exist. You're gossiping about me, aren't you? That's not a bad thing. You'd say anything, wouldn't you? I'm just telling the truth. Anyway, you listen to me. Until I get out of here, I won't listen to you. Iris, you have a child. Don't you know what you're allowed to do and what you're not allowed to do? Don't you understand that? If you don't like us, then why don't you just stay out of it? If you do it again, I won't forgive you. Yes, yes. Do you really understand? I warned you. 1 week later. As expected, you'll be leaving already. Finally, the stagnant air in this place will be gone. At last there will be peace. Iris, did you do this? How could you injure a child so badly that he had to be hospitalized? What were you thinking? And you have no remorse. That's terrible. Why should I be sorry? The injuries were caused by your child on his own. But it might continue as long as you're here. You don't want to get hurt, do you? Then you'd better get out of here. Oh, is that a threat? I won't forgive you anymore, so be prepared. A few days later. Hey, Eva, what did you do? What did what? I won't forgive you anymore. I told you to be prepared. My husband's company lost a big client. They're about to go bankrupt. He's leaving me too. And my child got caught at school and got suspended. Oh, you definitely told the school. And as for your company, the timing is too good. You must have done something. Correct it. Make sure they keep the contract. Huh? What are you talking about? Why would I do that? Because, yes, patron, you made your patron do it. No, I didn't. Then how did you do this? I'm the CEO of your husband's prime client. What? President? You said he's great because he's the boss. You said so many times. I'm a CEO too, and your husband is a contractor for my company. To put it plainly for you, I'm more important than you. What? You're better than him? That's right. There's nothing great about a person who actually works, but if you dare to put a higher or lower rank on them, my company is the ordering party. Isn't it great? Besides, I'm also the president of the school's PTA. What? PTA president? I didn't know that. Huh, why did you even know that? It's decided at the General Assembly, right? Didn't you hear the letter from the school? Oh, and whether I'm the president or not, a child is injured because of you. He's in the hospital because of you. I'm sure you'd at least tell the school what happened. I don't care if the school suspends your child. I don't give a shit. That's more than enough. I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt. It's the parents' fault, not the child's. It's not their fault anyway. But not for you. You have no idea what I've been through. But that doesn't mean you have to go this far. Because of you, you could tear my family apart. Don't you have a human heart? That's exactly what I'm going to say to you. You hurt my children, If you think that you can get it done for free, you are wrong. I don't care if your family falls apart. And your child, if they stay away from you, I think it would be better for them. Anyway, I will never forgive you. Oh no! Oh no! Later development. After that, Iris's husband's company went bankrupt, and the family split up because they ran out of money. And for Iris has returned to her parents' home alone. Her husband took Iris's child. As a single father, he has a good relationship with their child now. And the child seems to be happier now. My child and I are still living happily together. As a single mother and a president, I hope to continue to support my child. I hope to continue contributing to society while supporting my child.